So this is my first video. Today's video I'm going to be reading my book Atomic Habits. So one of my habits that I'm learning from this book is to read 10 minutes every day. So I thought videoing myself, putting it on YouTube will be a good way to ensure that I stick to the habit every day. Also getting better with my communication skills, talking to a camera. Obviously, probably don't want people to see it right now as I am, but I'll try my best. So this book, I don't know if you've heard of it, Atomic Habits by James Clear. It's an amazing book. I'm about halfway through at the minute. But yeah, it's done a lot of good for me and changed my life for the better. So we'll just start in a new chapter at the minute, the third law. So James says that there's four laws of behaviour change. Off the top of my head, the four are: make it obvious, make it attractive. Chapter we're starting now, make it easy, and make it satisfying. I think the last one is. So let's go. Chapter 3, we're on page 141. So, walk slowly, but never backward. On the first day of class, Jerry Uelsman, a professor at the University of Florida, divided his film photography students into two groups. Everyone on the left side of the classroom, he explained, would be in the quantity group. They would be graded solely on the amount of work they produced. On the final day of class, he would tally the number of photos submitted by each student. 100 photos would rate an A, 90 photos would rate a B, 80 photos a C, and so on. Meanwhile, on the right of the room would be in the quality group. They would be graded only on the excellence of their work. They would only need to produce one photo during a semester, but to get an A, it had to be a nearly perfect image. At the end of the term, he was surprised to find that all the best photos were produced by the quantity group. During the semester, these students were busy taking photos, experimenting with composition and lighting, testing out various methods in the darkroom, and learning from their mistakes. In the process of creating hundreds of photos, they honed their skills. Meanwhile, the quality group sat around speculating about perfection. In the end, they had little to show for their efforts, and other than unverified theories and one mediocre photo. A similar story is told in this book, Art and Fear, by David Bales and Ted Orland. Oh, in the book, sorry. It has been adapted here with permission. See the endnotes for a full explanation. It is easy to get bogged down trying to find the optimal plan for change. The fastest way to lose weight, the best program to build muscle, perfect idea for a side hustle. We are so focused on figuring out the best approach that we never get around to taking action. As Voltaire once wrote, the best is the enemy of the good. I refer to this as the difference between being in motion and taking action. The two ideas sound similar, but they're not the same. When you're in motion, you're planning and strategizing and learning. Those are all good things, but they don't produce a result. Action, on the other hand, is a type of behavior that will deliver an outcome. If I outline 20 ideas for articles I want to write, I need to get lost. That's motion. If I actually sit down and write an article, that's action. If I search for a better diet plan and read a few books on the topic, that's motion. If I actually eat a healthy meal, that's action. Sometimes motion is useful, but it will never produce an outcome by itself. It doesn't matter how many times you go talk to the personal trainer, the motion will never get you into shape. Only the action of working out will get the result you're looking to achieve. If motion doesn't lead to results, why do we do it? Sometimes we do it because we actually need to plan or learn more, but more often than not, we do it because motion allows us to feel like we're making progress without running the risk of failure. Most of us are experts at avoiding criticism. It doesn't feel good to fail or to be judged publicly, so we tend to avoid situations where that might happen. And that's the biggest reason why you slip into motion rather than taking action. You want to delay failure. It's easy to be in motion and convince yourself that you're still making progress. You think, I've got conversations going on with 4 potential clients right now. This is good. We're moving in the right direction. Or, I brainstormed some ideas for that book I want to write. This is coming together. Motion makes you feel like you get things done, but really you're just preparing to get something done. When preparation becomes a form of procrastination, you need to change something. I'll read that again. That's a good line. When preparation becomes a form of procrastination, you need to change something. You don't want to be merely planning. you want to be practicing. If you want to master a habit, the key is to start with repetition, not perfection. You don't need to map out every feature of a new habit. You just need to practice it. This is the first takeaway of the third law. You just need to get your reps in. So that's a good little part of the first chapter. I think the message is saying that rather than being worried about starting something or scared, nervous about starting something because of people will judge you, I've been the same. Even right now, I'm forcing myself to do this. I don't really want to do this, post this on YouTube, because people might see and judge me and think, oh, what's he doing, looking silly. So just do it anyway. Just put yourself into that situation. I'm at the very start of it right now, but you've got to start and put yourself in it. Like he says, actually take action and not just be in motion. I could read this book without posting anything. I could practice my skills to myself, but if I don't actually put myself out there into the world, then nothing will happen. So um, we'll leave it at that for today. I think with this series, what I want to do is just show people that put yourself out there, start building your personal brand. It'll lead to a lot of positive opportunities for you. Hopefully, with this book, people like listening. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. Might teach you some things, might inspire people to start reading, or just show you can take that path to start becoming successful. So, same again tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, please.